Enjoy your moment. And we finna get you right. What are you gonna get, bro? Same thing you typically get?
Yeah.
Like the low fade and shit? Okay. We're not cutting no length though, right? Because we cut it last time.
Yeah.
Keep the length?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
Alright guys, so we're going to be doing a low skin fade. It's gonna be a low skin fade, pretty much starting at the temple, around the ear, below the nape area. And we're not cutting any length today. We're gonna do the low fade, low skin fade with curls on top. That's pretty much gonna be the style for today. Alright, so first thing we did, separate the crown, or separate the curls from the sides, what we're going to be working on. From there on, we're going to be picking up our Babyliss Pro Lithium FX trimmer with the graphite blade on it. We're going to add a little bit of disinfectant, some Cool Care in here, 5-in-1s by level 3 to disinfect your clippers. Keep them cool and give them a nice little scent to it. Let me show y'all again on the video camera real quick. It's gonna be level 3 5-in-1 clipper spray. Now, I'm not sponsored by level 3 by no means, so this is not a paid promotion or sponsorship. I just like to use their products, so this is what I'm showing in the video. Typically, just like most of the barbers, I like to start with my first initial guy line with my trimmer. So we're gonna set it as close to the edge, so closest to the ear as possible. The closer we can get to the ear, the better. And just pretty much you just round it around as such. Start with your corners. You know, fold the ear. Using that same corner, you're gonna pretty much just circle it around and connect that dot from that first initial line that you did. Make sure that you keep your guidelines as clean as possible, guys. Clean as possible. The cleaner the guidelines, the cleaner the fades come out. Trust me. Trust me on this one. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've tried every single different system that exists. And this is the best one that works for me, especially when I want to do quality over quantity and I want my cuts to come out really good. That's typically what I do. I make sure my guidelines are on point and set in on the places where I want to start fading before I begin to fade. Guideline, I'm gonna flip them around so you can see. For the purpose of this video, we're only going to do the guideline to like basically halfway around his neck. I'm not gonna do it all the way around. I'm just gonna show you one side, because if I if I sit here and do the whole entire head, this video is gonna be a lot longer than it should be. So pretty much, you're gonna clean all that hair under it, all that stubble. So once you do that, you clean all the stubble around it pretty much. Now you have basically a clear canvas on where the fade, where you set in that guideline, that's where you're gonna start fading from here on up. That's the clear canvas of the shape that we're going to be filing. Remember, when you're cutting hair, a lot of the things is shape. For the fade, you want to start with your one guard, lever up, or as we call it, lever closed. Pay attention to how my guidelines are coming around. I'm keeping my guidelines pretty symmetrical, pretty nice, you know, and even. This will determine how high you go on that fade or how low you want to stay on that fade, and the overall basically shape and the blur of how you create this fade. Your guidelines, guys, are everything when you're fading. The wider your guidelines are, the more hair that you're cutting, the wider that blur on that fade is going to be. Get in the habit of utilizing the corner of your clippers and also turning your clippers 40 in a 45-degree angle and cutting up with it. That's called notching.
This is going to reduce some of the dark spots in your fade, and it's going to give you a better blend. So what we're trying to do is from that initial guideline all the way up to where the dark heavy line is, that is basically your blend. We're trying to soften that blend, so as we come down to the no guard lever free play where we're at right now, we can actually remove that first guideline, and it'll be an easy transition to get the fade to be blurry and dark on top, because that is essentially what we want, is to keep some of that bulk, some of that darkness, in order to make the fade look like a low fade.
Okay, so for the last remaining details, now we're gonna go ahead and drop your double foil shaver and then just basically just grate it at the bottom. Go lightly with it so you don't create no lines. Okay, so nice little trick that I like to use. We're gonna be using some level 3 freeze spray. You can use any kind of spray. It could be Got2b, glue, it could be Tresemme, whatever hairspray you like to use, okay? I like to dab a little bit there in that corner where your edge up is gonna be. Kind of helps me lock that hair in place so it doesn't move as I am detailing and edging that that perimeter or edge up. It just kind of makes the hair stay still so it can come out a little bit crispier. You want to start with your corner first, work your corner into the curve, and then work from the bottom to the top. Just kind of lightly tap it. All right, so your fade is done. Lastly, you're gonna use your razor, clean up your edges, make them as sharp as possible, put your nice little personal touch to them. You know, just kind of express your craft, man. Like, this is what this is about. It's about having fun, it's about getting creative, it's about being the best that you can be for yourself and for your own customers as well. A little bit. Gee! Low fade, curly top, low fade. What you guys think? Make sure that you hit the like button, drop a comment, drop your comments. Let me know how I did. Peace out.